OrcaTorch D520 1000 lumens 150 meter diving light. What's going on, you guys? Mr. Flip coming at you with another tabletop review, and I am super stoked for this one for the simple fact I have never owned a true diving light, and finally I got the opportunity to do a product review on a true diving light, and I am super stoked. We will be going over what you will be receiving when you make the purchase. We will be going over how the light functions, and we will also be going and doing some night diving. So make sure you stay put for the full product review. First and foremost, I want to let you guys know I do have a promo code for you down below in the description, so make sure you go and take advantage of that. So when you receive your light, you're going to see basically what you get is the box with all basic information on the box about the light. Here you will see it says 1000 lumens, which is the max output. Peak beam intensity 14300 CD. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Max runtime is 2 hours. Impact resistant up to 1.0 meters. Beam distance is 250. I'm not 100% sure if that means 250 yards. Water resistant up to 150 meters. Then you just basically have the logo of OrcaTorch on the top left side, and then what the flashlight brand is on the right side. On the back is basically all the standard information, and pretty much what you see here is what we've already went over. We will not be going over that. I will be leaving that down below in the description. Let's jump into the box. So opening up the box, you guys can see this thing comes with a lot. It's not just a flashlight, so you are definitely getting your money's worth when you make your purchase. You have just basically a standard pamphlet here with the OrcaTorch warranty card, so make sure you fill that out. It's always good to have. 24 months of purchase, 12 months for dive lights and accessories, so very great warranty. Definitely a must-have for anything that you purchase. Then you just have your pamphlet. We won't even open that. Here's the OrcaTorch light. Before we jump into that, we will go over the rest of the accessories, so I'm going to place that off to the side there. You get yourself a double ported charging port for the fact that they send you 2 batteries. The flashlight only takes 1 battery, so this is definitely awesome for the simple fact that you get yourself a charging port so you can have 1 battery charged up, 1 in the flashlight, and you are good to go. What you see here in the Ziploc bag is 3 O-rings. I will be showing you where these O-rings are placed, and the O-rings are definitely important to have and definitely important to keep, so make sure you do not misplace those or lose them. Then you get your double batteries. These are the 18650 in size, and you get 2 of them. You can see they say OrcaTorch on them, which is very cool, but you can use any battery that is within the same size. You don't have to necessarily just use the OrcaTorch batteries, but it's cool that for the fact that they give you batteries with the logo, so you can keep those specific batteries with your flashlight if you have multiple flashlights, as I do. Next thing that's really cool is they actually give you a lanyard. I'm gonna pop this part off real quick because we don't need it, and let's open up the lanyard, that way I can show you. It kind of reminds me of the jet ski lanyards for the jet ski keys. You have a rubber based part for your wrist, so you have comfort and it's not just material. So basically what you would do is stick your arm in there, and as stated, you get a rubber based material that goes around your wrist, so it's comfortable. And then what you would do is just on the flashlight, place this through here, and that's how you would use it. I'm not going to place it on right now because I don't want it in the way of the product review, but when I go diving, best believe I will be using it. Now jumping into the flashlight, I have to tell you guys, this is a solid material. It is not that cheap plastic. The lens on it is very solid. It feels very thick, so if you are diving and you accidentally bump into rocks, you don't have to worry about shattering the front of the light, which could cause water to enter into the unit and could actually destroy the unit. On the front here, you see it says OrcaTorch, and then it has the brand, which is the D520, and then you have the OrcaTorch website on there. One thing I really love about this flashlight is the construction of it. I love the fact that they left two flat surfaces on the flashlight, which gives you that grip comfort when you're holding the light. It's not a full round surface. Also, you have indentations, which is basically engrooved into the flashlight for grip. So if you are diving with gloves, as I do, you have that extra grip on there, so when you have your hands wrapped around it, it's not just that slippery flat surface. The way to break down the flashlight, it breaks in the center, and what you're gonna do is just basically twist it like so. And as I'm twisting it, you will notice there are 3 washers on the bottom part. Those are the washers that I told you that come in very handy, and you need to make sure you keep them on hand for the simple fact that rubber washers do not last forever. So if these washers break on you, you have spares so you can keep this flashlight water seal tight. Those washers are what keeps the water from entering into the unit, so that is definitely what you need to make sure you keep an eye on and make sure you basically keep new. On the bottom part of the unit, as you guys see, it does have the area where you would tie on your lanyard, or you can tie on basically anything that you like or whatever you feel comfortable with tying on the back of that. Inside the unit is basically standard. You just have your negative part for your battery, which is the negative spring. On the front you have your positive connector, and basically everything else is pretty much standard. There's your battery, and as I stated, negative down, positive up. The way to function this flashlight, I'm going to show you guys here in a second. You want to make sure you are screwed all the way in, and that is how you get the functioning of your flashlight. It is a screw on, screw off ordeal to get it on or off. Now, a lot of people don't like that in flashlights. They prefer a click switch, but in order to keep a diving flashlight that's going to dive to 150 meters, I think this is pretty much what you would consider the safest way to do it, for the fact that you have no entry for water to get into the unit and damage the unit. So this is keeping the unit very safe and secure and keeping it from getting wet in the inside and then your unit not working. You can see this thing is super bright, 1,000 lumens. Very, very awesome flashlight. It is not heavy to a point to where it's going to bug you if you had it tied around your waist or if you was consistently carrying it on your wrist. It's pretty much light to the fact that you won't have any issues when diving with it or even carrying it as an EDC. Let's go get into the water. Let's go get some diving footage in, and let's go see how bright this thing really is. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that footage, and then we'll be jumping back onto the product review and ending it with a rating. So stay tuned. go, guys, at night. Alright guys, that was an amazing dive, and I have to tell you, this thing is bright, super bright in the water. I had no issues with water entering into the unit, and as I was telling you guys in the review, I did not feel any discomfort when keeping it on my wrist. On the lanyard, it pretty much, it felt like if it wasn't even there. So it's very great to be able to have that functionality of an awesome flashlight, which is lightweight, very bright. I am overall satisfied with the 5-star rating. So all in all, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 star rating. I will definitely be doing another update on all the flashlights I have and all the product reviews I do. So if there's a specific product review you are curious about, feel free to ask anytime you want, and I will give you an update on it. I'm Mr. Flip, and I'm signing out. Much love and respects. Peace.